A friend reached out to me recently asking for a book recommendation after he had seen some of the videos that I put out on the internet. And I gave him two options. One was a personal development book, one was a spiritual book. And he chose the spiritual book. And he said that the reason he reached out to me is because he felt kind of pulled to do so. He was going on a vacation in a couple of days, and he felt kind of a tug for some reason, an intuitive hit to reach out to me and ask for a book recommendation. So he just sent me a text, and I sent him a response. A week later, he texts me, and his mind is a little bit blown because the material that he had just read over was starting to shift the way that he looked at the world, right? He was starting to see the connection between the actions and the thoughts that are happening in his mental space and in his life, the thoughts and actions that he is creating, and the life experience that he's having, right? And so we talked on the phone for a little bit after that, and at one point he said, it makes a lot of sense why I felt called to reach out to you, right? It makes a lot of sense why I needed to have this book in my life at this time, right? That the message that was in that book, wherever it was really important for him in his life at this certain time period. And the point is, we are being led to material and to tools and to people and to places and things that will make us happier and that will start to wake us up if we are open to that type of thing. If we begin to ask for assistance, we will get it if we're really paying attention. And so for him, it was a little intuitive hit that he got that he just followed a couple more steps down the road, and it leads to knowledge and material that's going to help him more in his life as he moves into these next stages. So pay attention to that. Pay attention to where in your life you are getting these intuitive hits, and then start to have faith in them a little bit and follow them down to the next logical step. And what it feels surreal a little bit. And these are his words and mine, right? He was saying, it feels really surreal. It's a strange feeling to initially feel led to do something and then have it be a significant result at the end of it. That feeling of momentum forward has a very specific vibe to it. And if you can start to feel it and start to become aware of it, then it becomes a lot easier to follow it. So it's about developing awareness of what nature is doing, where life is sending you. Because if you can develop that skill, then on the other side of that is happiness and the success that you want, the relationships that you want, the life that you want to create comes from becoming aware of and taking action on that knowing, that guidance that is innate within you because it is what you are. You are connected to the intelligence of life itself. And if you can connect with that and know that, then it becomes play, right? Then life becomes really fun because it's not so much a painful journey. It becomes a joyful creation. It's awareness. It's awareness of yourself. It's awareness and faith in your guidance that you are receiving. And he was asking me, what are the next steps? Like, what do you do now? What do you do now that you have a perspective of the world that says, you are creating your life. You are creating your reality that you are experiencing. What do you do after you have that type of knowledge? And the thing I said first is just play with it, right? Start to play with that thing. Start to play with that voice and start to pay attention to it as you move throughout your day and see where it starts to lead you. Maybe this is a symbol for you. Maybe this is a message that is coming towards you. And I'm telling you that if you've watched this video this far, it is a message that is coming for you. It is something that you have called to yourself. It's a mutual agreement between both of us now, right? Me offering the information and you playing around with it, right? So go ahead, start playing around with it. Go out into the world and develop a little bit more sensory acuity. Develop a little bit more awareness that what you're doing, the thoughts that you're having, are affecting the life that you're living. If you like this video, go ahead, like and subscribe. Share it with 3 people that you know, and give me a comment down below. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.